Do you ever catch yourself waiting until everything is just right before you get started? Whether it's the perfect studio, the perfect costume, the perfect hairdo, or the perfect mood. Let me tell you why that might be holding you back. Welcome back to Dance Colleges and Careers. I'm your host, Brittany, and this is the podcast where we talk about all things dance, colleges, and careers. Friends, I've been absolutely obsessed with cleaning my office lately. This is my office. It's my studio. It's my podcasting studio. And I've been obsessed with cleaning it and making sure everything is absolutely perfect before I record these next podcasts. And it has, quite honestly, gotten me behind. Every time I was ready to record the next episode, I would almost get all set up and then I'd realize I had stuff in a big pile or in this pile over there because my program just got started too. I run a children's theater program out of my house, kind of. And sometimes it really fills up here. So I grew up really messy and now I'm trying to become a neat freak, which I'm loving. And I'm obsessed with organization and systems and plans, and I'm loving it, but I also know that I use it as a procrastination tool. So I needed to record some podcast episodes, and I've been waiting for my setting to be absolutely perfect to record. And that doesn't work. I still need to get one out every single week. And the more I procrastinate or think that my space isn't perfect, the further behind I get. So every time I think I'm done or I've cleaned up my space, I find one more area to fix. One more shelf, one more drawer, one more detail. And honestly, it hit me. So if I keep obsessing about everything around me being perfect, I'll never actually get the work done that I need to do in here, which is really a lot because I don't just do my podcast. I teach my lessons. I run my theater program, and basically anything that needs to happen on the computer happens right over there. So this whole waiting for the room to be perfect thing was not a good, it was not a good plan. It was honestly just me procrastinating, sitting down at my desk. So guys, dancers, you fall into the same trap. We wait until everything is lined up, everything is aligned, or everything is perfect before you start performing with confidence or facials. We layer it. We start with the steps and the technique, and then adding more style and perfecting the precision and the musicality, all before we get to the facial expressions, and which really connects to our confidence, because it's everything that is right up here that shows that we're confident, ready to go, and proud to be where we are. So my friends, perfection is a moving target. Absolutely. It's a moving target. Just like my office. I have crafting items and they all have to work harmoniously, but they'll never be perfect because as soon as I pull out a different craft project, it messes up a little area, and that's okay. That's totally okay. If you wait for perfect, you're never going to start. Next, progress comes from doing. Yeah. I mean, first we learn about it and then we're like, wow, that's such a great idea. And we never get to that next step unless we actually start implementing, unless we do it. And that's one reason why when we're in the classroom, the teachers are teaching. And if you're just standing there watching, but not letting your muscle memory put the steps into your body, you're doing a disservice. Or why they will turn around and say, come on, why am I the only one doing this? I already know the combination, right? So that's why the progress we are trying to accomplish comes from doing. And so if my microphone isn't perfect, I won't know until I try a recording. If this system of notebooks isn't perfect, I won't know until I get through the next step, pull them out, and use what I need to use. So that's why the same thing in dance. I know it's so silly. It's just cleaning and organizing, but maybe you're an organizer and you might be able to relate. And so when we're in the studio, if the teacher says smile and we say, nah, I'll wait until I'm on stage to do that, then you're not practicing it. You're not implementing it. You're not making progress. You're not making the real progress that you're really promising yourself. You're only making progress in your facial expressions when you're practicing them regularly, not when you finally feel ready to do it. Because if you wait for that moment, it's never going to happen. At that time, if you just wait for the performance, you do it out of necessity because you have to. not because it's trained, not because it's a lesson, not because you actually know what you're doing. You do it because you have to, and adrenaline steps in and you just cross your fingers and hope you're doing it right. And that's usually when we're not. That's usually when it's like, huh? That's a little confusing. That's not what this song means. And all it would have taken was 5 minutes for a little bit of research and a little bit more work in the classroom to actually be able to step forward and start implementing way before we hit that stage. Confidence, my friends, confidence is built. It's not found. It's not something we're looking for and all of a sudden we get it one day. It is built based off of repetition, trying, succeeding, and failing. If you never fail, you never have the opportunity to grow to that next level. If you never let yourself fail in the classroom, you don't have the opportunity to progress in a safe environment. While it may not feel safe because that's where our peers are and we don't want to look dumb in front of our peers, but it is the safest space before you put what you've been working on in front of 500 people. So perfection is constantly moving up and up and up, which is amazing. Your progress comes from doing, not waiting. Start implementing ASAP. And then finally, you're not just going to look behind a leaf and find your confidence that day. It is built through repetition and by showing up day after day. And every time, trying something more, pushing yourself a little bit further. And I don't mean only in your arabesque. I don't mean only in your batmas. I'm not only talking about flexibility and technique. Technique and flexibility is awesome. It's my favorite. Well, I like facials too, but they're totally different. But I'm a technician. I absolutely love technique. I love vocab. I love details. I love memorization and working the body to be in these exact motions. That is a worldwide language. But confidence does not only come from steps. It doesn't only come from tendus. It comes from here, my friends. It comes from standing up. It comes from how you present yourself. It's how you show yourself to the world. It is not how you feel. It is perception. And I kind of hate to say it that way because everybody's like, it's not about what's on the inside. It's not about the outside. It's what's on the inside that counts. Yes and no. It is. Yes, but you still have to know how to present yourself on the outside so they automatically look at you and go, oh, she's a pro. She knows what's up. They look at you and they say, oh, they're a pro. You know what's up. Can't wait to see what we're going to do here. Rather than going, okay, sweetheart, make sure we stand up. Want to see that we're not looking down at the floor. We're walking in with confidence. And all that starts with is a little bit of a posture adjustment. Guys, you just have to start practicing the thing you've been putting off. What have you been putting off? What's something on your like shelf that you are maybe a little intimidated to start? Pick it up today. I don't mean literally picking something up off the shelf, but what's something that you really want to overcome? It's a part of your goals and you keep wishing you had it, but you don't have it yet. Whatever it is, you got to get started today. I don't mean if you're working on your fuertes, all of a sudden start throwing out your fuertes. You got to figure out what step 1 is in achieving that goal. Step 1 for fuertes, well, you got to have some strength in your ankles. You can't do fuerte turns if you don't have strength to do a plie releve. You can't do fuerte turns if you don't have a strong spot. You can't do fuerte turns if we don't know how to lift up out of our supporting leg or pull in our core. There's a lot of steps before we get to that finished product, guys. And that's okay. We see that finished product, and with the social media world, we see that all the time happening so quickly for people. And that's unrealistic. We are here for the journey because dance is fun and dance is our journey. So look at the journey ahead with a bigger perspective. If you're working on your fuerte turns, don't just stand up and start doing fuerte turns. Think about it. What is step 1 to achieving this goal? Well, I continuously fall over and I feel like a loosey-goosey. Maybe I'm just going to open up a YouTube video and do a 15-minute ab workout. Maybe that'll help. It would. It'll help it. The abs will help everything. Yes, it will. So even if it feels messy, guys, you don't have to fix every detail first. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start practicing the thing you've been putting off. created a bonus for you at my website, brittanynoeltemeyer.com/82, just the number 82, and that will help you get started right now, not later. And if you're tired of waiting until you feel ready, that's exactly why coaching matters. A guide will push you forward instead of just feeling stuck, unsure where to go next, so it causes you to not do anything, just letting you stay stuck in perfectionism. So whether that's inside the Fame Academy, working with me, or with another trusted coach or mentor, don't wait for perfectionism. Start now and get the support going. Okay, so yes, my office is very clean right now. I have to say, very proud of the organizational systems right now. But I won't truly know if it works until I work for several days and find out where my mess is still going to end up. And if I keep waiting for it to be perfect, I'll never move forward with my work or even know where the flaws are lying. The same is true for you, my dancer. Perfectionism is keeping you on the sidelines. Start messy, start now, and that's the only way forward, my friend. Thank you so much for being here with me on Dance Colleges and Careers. And if you enjoyed today's episode, just feel free to share it with someone else who might need to hear this today, whether that's a dance parent or a friend or a studio owner, whoever that may be. Just give us that share and I will greatly appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. I'm super proud of you and the progress you make every day. Thank you for being here with me. Until next time, be brave, tell your story, and own the stage.